Hey guys, it's Nunamillion. It's cold. So this is gonna be a wingstop mukbang. Probably even hit a little blunt. Wingstop mukbang. Oh, so I'm something there. How about Washington? I'm fat for this. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, let's get to it. This is how I'm being now. So I'm not gonna be doing DoorDash for a while. So I was kicked out of Dorsey. Had to take my ass right to Washington High School. Didn't want to go. But I didn't even have no choice. So as soon as I went, I remember the first day I had to check in like yesterday. They let me walk outside to see the aquarium. What they called it, an aquarium or something. I forgot what they used to call the center, the little circle, the quad. That's where all the popular kids down there hang out at. I was 16. It was the second semester of 11th grade. I'll never forget. It was a hot mess. But my first day checking in, I remember this girl passing by with two other kids. See, prior to me even checking into that school, y'all, I already heard bad stuff about it. That's why I never wanted to go. It's called a Russian school, fighting school. I want to know better than the school I just came from. So it's like, damn, I'm supposed to be somewhere too. Get to the school, she checking me in. We walking past. Three girls walking down the hall, one with a ponytail, dark-skinned girl talking about, man, I really want to check out of this school. I can't remember how she said it, but I remember she didn't want to be there no more. She said it was messy. I said, excuse me, y'all. I'm being like, damn. She been here before me, and she don't even want to be here. Well, I know this ain't. Can it be cool? I'm just getting my chest up. So, the first day I checked in, they couldn't find me no classes. So y'all know I was just taking all the free days, the whole week, chilling with 9th graders. And some of the 9th graders I knew they lived on my block, so it started me off like that. Anybody I knew around the area already before I went to that school, I was good. It was a lot. Never gonna say nobody's name on here like that. As I got to know everybody, it started getting crazy, man. The rumor that came from Dorsey followed me to Washington. It was a mess. I started hanging out with a girl, a black girl, for a little bit. You know, I started hanging out with this light-skinned girl. She wound up stopped fucking with me because of the rumor. Couldn't do it no more. She said her friends kept on getting on her head. I ditched a lot at that school. But as I got there and got to know more of the men and the women there, it was pretty dang cool. They need to know how to keep their hands to themselves. Stop touching my eyes. But other than that, crazy world. My 11th grade year, it was this boy, my ex-boyfriend I ran into, went to Washington with me. Him and this new boy from Washington, we ditching. These two dingbats over here trying to rape on me. trying to pull my pants down. But yeah, Washington, they had cameras everywhere. The security was always on their job. They wasn't playing. The motherfucker would catch you. I recently seen one of the old security I used to be on it. Crazy. He still work at Washington. Crazy. I went through girls not liking me. People wanting to fight me. A lot of shit. That I didn't have to go through, but I had friends though, don't get it wrong. I had people I hung out with. Even messed with a girl before. First kiss at 16. Vision with the other boys. That's crazy. I ran into a lot of people after high school, but after that, I don't see nobody. A lot of people that died. Back in the day when I was once in high school, this when C-Wade and Donnie and them was popping. Stay heaven on them. And Malik Sade or whatever his name is, Wade. And when I hang out with Nipsey or something, I used to hang with Nipsey. All of, I didn't hang with them. I mean, I was around the time they was going there. Oh, it was a lot. I used to try to always hang out with C-Wade. He was one of the popular light-skinned boys. He was cute. One of the top light-skinned boys at the school. They had this crew called Top Notch. This is when Facebook and I think Facebook was popping. But Facebook fame was popping. So it was a lot. That is crazy. I get full fast. Excuse me, guys. I do. That's why I don't even know how I'm big. What else I gotta say? Let's see what else is there to say to y'all. So 11th grade was cool. It was pretty decent. I can't really mention a lot now that I realize I can't even say a lot. There was a lot of ditching going on. I can tell y'all that. A lot of ditching. So I had to, 12th grade year, came in. Still was ditching. I was ditching heavier than the last year I was there for 11th grade. I started going to other schools, Centennial. Started meeting people at Centennial High School. It's the 12th and 11th grade, the 10th, the 9th. Didn't want to be at Washington. But I did go to school, but I still ditched though. It's crazy because I made credits to go back and do an extra year and just take 4 classes. That was the blessing for you. But yeah, I was hanging with Dennis and them. It was fun 12th grade year. It's around the time C-Wade and them came around. Around the time more people start hating me, wanting to fight me, wanting to embarrass me. So people knew I didn't like to fight, and people knew I didn't want to fight. The whole world knows that. You that's watching, you know that now. I don't want no problems. If I want a problem, it's not hard to find it. But I don't want no smoke. Oh. Oh no. I had a homegirl I used to hang out with on the block. We didn't go to the same school, but I think she went to the school on the side to be the continuation school, I think. Excuse me. Okay, let me do this for you. Okay, y'all, let me hurry up and finish this. So yeah, my 12th grade year, I dished a lot to another school. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm so fat. Gonna smoke another blunt. Oh my god, I'm fat. Anyways, what was I finna say? Make sure y'all follow my OnlyFans, Nunamillion Fire, and follow the descriptions down below. But what I can say, my 12th grade year was cool. Still, a lot of people was fake. A lot of people wanted to fight me. It was a lot, but I still made it through. My last year, my extra last year, people was cool. It was cooler than the other last 2 years I was there. Of course, I was older. I was 18, going to school still. I should have been in college that time, but it was cool. And what happened? It was still a lot of, was it fights? It wasn't even no fights then. It was, I don't have problems in my 11th, 12th grade year, but after that, it got a little better. It was a little problems here and there. I had a little run-in with one of my homegirls, but we got through that. We didn't fight. Thank God. Shit, I didn't really want to fight, but the shit, that was just, she pissed me off that day. I had a boyfriend, I think. That was it. Hanging out with him after school. Coming to my house, chilling all night, smoking, chilling, laughing, having sex, doing the regular at a grown age. And then, what else the fuck we was doing? Yeah, 12th grade wasn't really that. I just was doing my periods, my 1, 2, 3, 4 periods, and going to homeroom and going right my ass to home. I didn't stay for lunch, none of that stuff. I didn't want to keep hanging out with nobody. It's already a lot of mess, so I was cool. Thank God for my 4 classes in my homeroom. So all I had to do was keep going to those classes every day and doing and I could pass. And I did that. It had a run-in for math first semester, but I got out of there with a C. She almost made me to where I couldn't fucking graduate, so that's why I don't say nothing to that lady. And every time I seen her, she knew. That's why I looked at her. I don't play like that with my girl. Please, you would have had me going back to the school. But other than that, it was still cool. I was going to school with my sister, all in there. I didn't hang out with my little sister, y'all. But yeah, she had to stay for lunch and stuff. I didn't. She was 9th grader when I got to my extra year. So I wasn't even supposed to be at school with my little sister. But I got my ass out of there and I graduated. I was happy. I was just ready to go. I didn't want to be in high school no more. It was a lot of things that occurred there. It's a crazy experience. I'm blessed to even experience Dorsey and Washington. Only I'm always know what went on, my memory until I get old or until I die or whatever happens to me. But I'm just trying to share a little bit of what I went through a little bit there, y'all. Half of the people that got killed, yes, I done seen them in real life at school. Most of them didn't mess with me, though, so. But still, God bless everybody, because it's still messed up. I wouldn't want to hear nobody lose their life. Oh, God, it's cold, y'all. So I think I'm probably done. Ooh. Look at this. Someone in the house. This rain is not playing with me. Oh, shit. This rain is not playing with me. No! Please don't tell me. Yo, I'm